What was it that I believed in all this time? Is it that the very reason why I told you back then that you belong with us? Verlaine? You defiled, Billy. You left the ethos and kept company with the dregs. You have no faith at all. You have lost sight of what it means to be defiled. I didn't expect it out of you. You who used to live your only life for your faith. You should have remained like us. But fear not, Billy. I shall cleanse you. You will live within me. You will become one with me in death. What? You. Father, how could you do that? What are you getting flustered about, boy? It was a stun bullet. He's just taking a nap. Should have been able to tell that by the sound it made. Besides, these murderers are not from the ethos. Look. That symbol. Yeah, that's right. They're agents of Solaris. Probably an assassination under the Stone's command. I got word that they were exterminating all Ethos members and hurried here, but it was too late. All Ethos affiliates had already been killed, except those on some sort of salvage mission. Claim Verlaine and his men are an assassin unit for the Bishop? You could even say such blasphemy. That's right, we are servants of the Bishop. Our mission is to hand out judgment on fallen priests and sinners in order to make them repent. Is that true, Verlaine? Why people from the Ethos? The Pontiff and his brethren deserve to die. They allowed greed to tempt them into abandoning their duties in the Ethos, to pursue world domination. They passed their own death sentences when they allowed such desire to overtake them. And that's not all. Saving orphans and refugees, it may seem like work of mercy. The little boys and girls kept here were actually used as a means to satisfy the desires of the Pontiff and bishops. That's really fucked up. Indulging in selfish desires, this is not conduct befitting of priests. Such defiled living have no right to speak for God. This is why we set out to work on this purification work. Jesus, my reading. Beer has really whipped my ass this evening, I must say. They must atone for their sins. These are the bishop's orders. Even if that were true, we have no right to punish others. Judgment belongs to God. That is what we were taught, wasn't it? God. Where does such a being exist? You should know by now how the ethos came about. It was an organization created by Solaris Aeons ages ago, solely for the purpose. By Solaris Aeons ago, solely for the purpose of managing ignorant humans. Its doctrines are just deception designed to control the masses. The ethos used the two sweet fruits of faith and technology well to skillfully manipulate global affairs and people's zeal. Thus, they manipulated the ignorant masses to repeatedly continue their pointless wars. Eventually, battle data on man and weapons gleaned from these wars were sent to the Solaris itself and analyzed to aid in ruling the entire Earth. These intentionally perpetuated wars caused much psychological discord. But faith in God, salvation, was used as a cushion to soften the blow. It was a well thought out system, but the choice of managers was extremely poor. Or did you think that acting the part of a faithful servant of God would somehow yield an answer from a great God somewhere? Can't you see that such a divine being just never existed from the beginning? And you don't seem to realize this, but you yourself were passing judgment on sinners as much as we were. I've been passing judgment. That's right. Daily you've been dirtying your hands as an accomplice. Are you trying to take away my ultimate pleasure, Verlaine? Verlaine, hang in there. Billy. Verlaine. A good-for-nothing chatterbox such as you has no right to live. Bishop, why Verlaine? Why in heavens are you trying to accomplish? I am the Inquisitor sent to Earth from Solaris. An Inquisitor? The status of Bishop is merely a convenience for my activities on Earth. The Ethos was created as a Solaris sub-organization and given the task of managing Earth dwellers. But over the years, the Ethos started to set up convenient doctrines for itself. It then went on to gather the ignorant masses and create a god for them to believe in. Then the Ethos even went so far as to plot a separation from its creator, Solaris. So Solaris has no choice but to eliminate all those who defy our rule and raise the flag of rebellion. The ones prepared as eliminators were the Atoners. The organization I established with the Ethos had two purposes. On the surface, what their aim was to eliminate the Reapers, or Wells, that run rampant on the Earth. That's not their only purpose. Behind the scenes, we also had selected men like Verlaine. They were responsible for observing and eliminating any corrupt people who appeared within the Ethos. You didn't have the chance to learn of this since you left the Ethos so early. Or actually, I just never told you. But there was another role I wanted you to perform. Another role? Billy, there are certain things in this world that you're happier not knowing. Even lies and deceptions can become the truth for some people in the air. Particularly those not knowing the true nature of things, or how these systems of things work. In fact, the God and faith system set up by the Ethos were the truth itself, were they not? Tell me, what other role were you talking about? What did Verlaine mean when he spoke of judgment? So you want to know? But you can't bear the full weight of the truth. Really, if you can bear that weight, then I'm willing to tell you. You believed that you were saving wandering souls, didn't you? That's why you carried out your cleansing of the Reapers, Wells, from the earth, right? In fact, it was all just another control system put in place by Solaris. But what's more, your saving work, the very activity you believed in so much, was in reality, you're talking too much nonsense. Father! You haven't changed at all since then, have you, Stein? Stein? That's a name I haven't been called for a long time. Hearing that name vividly brings back a pleasant twinge of pain with the scars of this body. You know what I mean, Josiah? Your brain still isn't working right. Answer me. Why do you have such a roundabout way of doing things? It's not worth wasting my breath answering. Just consider it my reward in life. Of course, that includes watching your agonizing death. I could succumb to the desire to slice up your body here and now and drag out your innards. But I can't do that now. I have a matter to attend to elsewhere. That duty comes before any pleasure. I haven't the time to waste anymore. I wouldn't let you go that easily, Stein. Can't be bothered by insignificant wretches like you. Till next time, and as a parting gift, I'll have these men entertain you. Bishop Stone. Well then, excuse me. Oh, and Billy, if you have something you wish to discuss, come see me later. I'll be waiting for you. It's pretty blown, like this massive religious organization that, as best I can tell, pretty much the entire world put their faith in is just a front for Solaris, the people in the sky. I mean, it's kind of like one of those perfect plan things. You know, how better to control the people than convince them of a religion and faith that ultimately serves your main goals or purposes. Pretty fucked up. And then you got characters like Billy who have like devoted their everything to furthering that organization, completely blind to the truth of what's going on. It's definitely a good plot twist, in my opinion. Definitely a good plot twist. Stein, you aren't going anywhere. Just missed him. Looks like Stein's there. Come on, Jesse James, you're the sharp. Oh no. So you're the sharpshooter. Papa's ass. But he's in a gear, so kind of a waste. Gear is huge. The mobile gear of Solaris was Alcon shit. Wasn't it, Yoga? What? Yes, something like that. Maybe big, but slow to maneuver. So we'll be alright in our gears. But its firepower is phenomenal. Against a bigger target like a ship, blam, it'll be all over. Ain't that right, Hugh? Yes. Probably. See what I mean? What? Oh yeah, but wait. Then that means the captain and the crew are in danger. They don't know about this. Think the Yggdrasil can catch up with the gear? Let's hurry and go help the Thames fleet. I picked up the Ethos fleet and the Thames on the radar, sir. They're on the sea south of here. If we can travel at full speed, we can reach them in an hour. Alright, set sail for Thames. Aye aye, sir. First mate. The radar, sir. What is it?